Greetings and welcome to PinballHelp. This is Mike here. Today I am working on flippers, these flipper buttons. In this case, this is a flipper on an old EM machine. Sometimes when you see flippers stick up, it's not actually an electrical problem. Sometimes it's a mechanical problem. Sometimes it's by things getting gooked up in the button and the button physically sticking in. Obviously, you've got people putting their hands on this thing all the time, and grime and dirt can get in there, and the button can be hard to push in, or it can stick sometimes. So sometimes flippers will actually stick, and it's not a coil stuck or anything like that. It's actually crud in the thing. So I'm going to show how to deal with that, and I'm also going to replace the flipper buttons on this machine because somebody has actually broken them. I don't know if you can see this. See, look at that. See, now the flipper's stuck in. Both flippers on this machine were broken, and look at this. This is the actual piece taken out of the other one. Somebody hit it so hard that they literally split this thing into two pieces. Now that's bad. Now another thing I want to point out is there is no need to hit a flipper button hard. It will not make the flipper go faster or give it more power. In fact, it'll do just the opposite. And I'll demonstrate by showing you what it looks like on the inside here. On these games, right here is the flipper. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Alright. We can't. Let me get around here. Okay. So what you've got is you have a leaf switch here, and this carries the voltage on the old EMs to the flippers. So it's actually stuck in right now, you can see. That's because this flipper button is broken. So when you push it in, this leaf touches that leaf and it makes contact. So that is how you apply power to the actual flipper. Closed, open, closed, open. Now, what happens when you hit this thing harder? Does it make the electrons go faster? No. All it does is cause one leaf to hit the other faster. Well, if you hit it too fast, what you actually get is this bounce back effect, where you hit it, the leaf hits the other one and then transfers some of the force to the other one, and it backs off a little bit. That's where a lot of times you get those sparks from the flippers. That doesn't mean the flipper is more powerful. It means you've hit it too hard and you've actually taken power away from the flippers, because as the back leaf separates a little bit, it arcs. The voltage causes it to arc. Sometimes that can also happen because the contacts here are really dirty. So you always want to get a Flexstone file or some very, very fine sandpaper and sand both of the edges of these contacts to make a nice clean contact. That's the best way to get strong flippers, is by making sure these contacts are clean. And when you play, press the button. Press and hold it in. Don't go like that. That actually makes things worse, and it puts too much stress on the button. And obviously, in this case, somebody hit them so hard they actually broke the button. I've never seen that before, and it's on both on this machine. So this was probably one person playing this machine exceptionally hard, and that's not good. So I'm going to have to replace these buttons. Now, even if you don't have broken buttons, they're still worth trying to replace them, or well, they're really cheap, but also it'll clean the flippers. So let me show you what it looks like on the inside, because I've taken this other one apart over here. So what you've got is you have a frame right here, and I'll show you one of those. I've got a brand new one here. Looks like this. You can get these from Steve Young Pinball Resource. See all that crud in there? Look at that. Look at all that crud in there. That's all causes a flipper to be kind of to stick. Now, you can either replace the whole thing, or you can just clean that out. I probably will just clean this out because this outline is not broken. And then the button goes in there like that, and then this thing goes over it. Where the spring is in the actual leaf switch here. The leaf switch pushes against it, so that's what does it. Now, I don't have it all the way. See, I unscrewed it from the cabinet. But I will check these contacts on the leaf switches too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some alcohol and some cotton balls, and I'm going to clean all of this out and get it nice and clean. And I'll clean this too. I may even spray a little bit of silicone lube and then wipe it clean, and then put this all back together. I'm going to put these green buttons in here because this is a jet spin and it's got some green on the playfield, and I think it'd be cool. So that's basically what you do. It's pretty simple. And remember, when you're playing on these games, oop, that came out. Yeah, when you're playing on these games, how grungy that is, go easy on them. They're old. You can break things, and you're not going to play better when you hit the flippers really, really hard. All you're going to do is suck power away from the flippers. And the same thing applies to solid state games and even opto flippers, where the more modern games, they don't have a leaf switch, they have an opto. Now it's true, the harder you hit the flippers won't draw power away from the thing, but it might cause the flipper to chatter a little bit, because you've got a beam of light that makes the switch contact and then tells a transistor on the system board to fire the flipper. But if you're even on opto flippers, if you hit it really hard, it could bounce back and go forward and then come back and interrupt the beam. So again, if you noticed, a lot of the pros, they don't slap the flippers. It doesn't really give you any advantage to doing so. It's just touch gives you more power, and of course makes the games last longer. So there you go. We're going to fix this, clean this all up, and get it working. For more, visit pinballhelp.com. Thanks for watching.